Hi everyone, it's Tanya with Riley and Company. How are you? So glad to see everybody here, and I'm so glad that you joined me this morning. I have got some incredible stuff to show you guys. We have a brand new spanking release that dropped yesterday. You guys are going to love it. We have new funny bones, we have new dress up sets, we have new veggie lane, we have new cut ups. I'm going to show you all of that. And then we are going to make these cards. I am going to show you a very easy, super simple way to use one die and 3 pieces of paper and make 3 totally different cards. It's in our kit. If you don't have our kit, you should grab it or at least put it in your cart because it's probably going to sell out before I'm done with this video. Put it in your cart. Oh, specials and giveaways for commenting. Let's get that out of the way. I am going to give away today 4 prizes. Okay? I'm going to give away an entire set of funny bones. Yes, I am. I'm going to give away an entire set of dress up, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a while. I'm going to give away an entire set of cut ups, dies, and both veggie lanes, including the dies. So that's 4 different sets of fantastic prizes. And there's going to be 4 lucky winners. And all you have to do is watch the presentation and comment. Comment. I don't care what you put down. You can comment. Be nice. Of course, be nice. Gosh, but like, how many of you wouldn't be nice? You have the greatest fans of all time. So let's get started. Let's see. Let me grab a drink of coffee real quick. Let's just get started with what you see. I know, have you guys noticed this? Are these adorable? It's our newest dress up set, and we have a brand new character for you guys. I am so happy. For those of you that don't know Riley and Company, that you may just be new joining the show, Riley and Company is most famously known for our funny bones. We have about 1,000 snarky, fun little sayings for your cards. We're kind of the original home of snark. But then we also have our Riley the Moose line, a dress up line, which is like really fun paper dolls, but for really cute animals. We also have a die line and a little mushroom veggie lane line, which is where the fairies and the gnomes hang out. So this is our dress up line. Let me introduce you to our newest dress up character. This is our base bunny, our dress up bunny, our little basic bunny. She comes in 2 different poses like they all do, okay? And of course, there's matching dies to go with it. So now we have Riley, and we have, which is a moose, of course, and we have a cow, and a fox raccoon set, and a giraffe set, and Penny the possum, and now we have a bunny. All of the dress up sets, I think we're on number 57 this time. I believe this is 57. All of the dress up sets fit all of the characters in the dress up line. So without further ado, is this amazing? This is our new dress up sets. It is a little Star Wars take, our little take on Star Wars. Okay. The great thing about this, let me show you some samples here. No, let me show you the set first. So this is the set. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sayings that goes with it. It has R2-D2, Obi-Wan. It has Princess Leia. It has a Star Trooper and Darth. And of course, the matching dice. So some lucky winner is going to win this set just for commenting. Now let me show you some samples. Here is our little dressed up bunny as Darth, and our dressed up bunny as a stormtrooper. Now the bases of these are the same, but the helmets are different. Isn't that creative? So that is one sample, 2 of them. Then we have little Miss Princess Leia. Okay, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and of course, right? Love it. Little R2-D2 action. Here's some samples. Dressed up like this. Now I'm going to give you guys some sayings, and you're not going to know them because they're brand spanking new. If McDonald's sold you hot dogs, would you be able to, with a straight face, order a McWiener and tell him to supersize it? I'm sorry, even in private here, all by myself recording this video, I crack up. What do you call a cow that's been knighted? Sirloin. Coming in this little outfit. This is the newest little bunny. Isn't she fabulous? Fabulous. When I was a kid, bedtime was 9 p.m. I couldn't wait to be a grown-up so I could go to bed anytime I wanted. Turns out it's 9 p.m. And then finally, look at that. Don't call me princess. Is this gorgeous? So, 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 so beautiful. Love this card. Okay, so that is our newest dress up set. Now, and I just love these little guys, so I'm just going to keep them here with me. Yeah. All right, so we have that. Now let's move on. Since you've already heard some of the funny bones, we'll just do the funny bones next. How's that? And I have samples to go with it. So I already told you this one. I'll show you again. When I was a kid, bedtime was 9 p.m. I couldn't wait to be a grown-up so I could go to bed anytime I wanted. Turns out it's 9 p.m. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I hate it when I think I'm buying organic veggies, and when I get home, I discover they're just regular donuts. Yeah, right? This is, of course, in our veggie lane, our corn dye. I can't explain this with science, but the cup you drink your coffee out of matters. It does. I promise you. All of us coffee drinkers out there unite. Today, I have my Jack coffee cup. It's a very important coffee cup. It's got Jack Skellington on it. You guys see that? Very important. All right. Do men's ears actually work, or are they just for show? Asking for a friend. Yeah. True story. Okay. This is a dress up set. This is Camping Riley. This is my favorite little skeleton. If we live to be 100, we should make up some fake reason why, just to mess with people. Like, claim we ate a pine cone a day. Love it. All right. I like how when you read this, your voice pauses in your head. Hilarious. You noticed on a couple cards, we have this little square funkadelic thing. Yeah, it's a new cut-up style. The most important meal of the day is, join with me now, coffee. Yes. How many of you guys out there had a smiley mug? I had a smiley mug. I had flowers come one time in a smiley mug. FTD, I believe, used to use smiley mugs. So keep commenting. One lucky winner out of all the comments is going to win an entire funny bone set. There are 21 funny bones this time. Crafting is a continual scavenger hunt for the supplies that were just in your hand. I love this card. Look, it's a little scavenger hunt list. And she even took the words from there. There, put it in there. Isn't that great? Great job, Lisa. Speaking of which, if a bag is not resealable, then it contains one serving. I don't make the rules. True story, right? If you can't reseal it, you got to eat it or it'll go bad. Love this. Just some little paper put in, glued, and some stuffing on the inside. This, of course, is our giggling raccoon. At least I'm a fun hot mess, like a train wreck full of pizza, fireworks, and glitter. Fantastic. Be the reason someone smiles today, or the reason they drink. Whatever works. Wish I had princess energy instead of gremlin energy, but here we are. Look at these. Can you guys see these? Aren't these fantastic? Oh, yeah, I'll show you how to do that in a second. Aren't they lovely? Love them. I'm not saying you're old. I'm just saying your dinner time and your bedtime are getting dangerously close together. Pretty wild how we used to eat cake after someone had intentionally blown on it. Good times. Isn't that funny, right? Again, there's a new cut-ups. Think about it. We used to drink water out of a garden hose. Imagine that. I just ate what I thought was feta cheese crumble from my salad off my shirt. Turns out it was deodorant. So how's your day going? Love it. Again, you're seeing this paw prints again. Coffee, the WD-40 of adulthood. I love this card. Now I have to show you guys something that was, now I'll save that till last. I'll save that till last. I have another sample with this that I want to show you. Rude that you're younger than me, but okay. Isn't that great? I hate it when people say act like an adult. Have you seen adults lately? That's horrible advice. True story. And here's my McDonald's saying again. I think it's the funniest thing ever. And if you don't know any friends you can't send that to, you need to get you some friends that you can. They're a lot of fun. If McDonald's sold hot dogs, would you be able to, with a straight face, order a McWiener? Tell them to supersize it. And that's our giggling cow. What do you call a cow that's been knighted? Sirloin. I love this so much. Dolores made this, and I love it. She took the dress-up cow, okay, and she went and grabbed dyes from KarenBerniston.com. Love it. You know you're old when you cling to the music you used to drink to. True story, right? Totally true story. And there's our dress-up giraffe I told you about. Now, let me tell you about this one last thing I have to show you. Coffee, the WD-40 of adulthood. So one of my designers made this. She showed it to me online. I was so excited when I got it in the box of samples that she sent in until I saw that. Now, that's just cruel, don't you think? Lisa, seriously? Seriously, I was so excited for a little caramel Starbucks. Anywho, with that, we will move right into our brand new cut-ups line. Somebody's going to win that whole line just for commenting. So we are going to go into the cut-ups line real quickly, okay? So we have the brand new paw print background. I love this. It is made without cuts on the outside, so you can literally lay it in a whole straight line and just keep cutting. And it'll work anywhere. You can put it in the middle of a paper and it'll work anywhere. You can also use it as a stencil. So you saw the one earlier that had the little rainbow paw prints. She cut these out of these different colors of glitter paper. Okay? And then just put them back on through the die. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. All right. This one was done the same way. All right. Look at this. Same thing, but just black. And this, of course, is our Love You die. This was used as a stencil. And she made brown paw prints. Okay. This was just cut out of a piece of paper and put on top of another piece. All right. So how many of us know schools that are some animal mascot with gold and black, purple and white? That's, of course, K-State. You can do that. I used it just through a piece of white paper, in the front of a piece of white paper. That's why there's no cut lines, okay? And then just put a solid piece on the inside, and you can make it any color you want. Love this die so much. And again, just lay it on top of a piece of paper. Love this little bunny. So that is the paw print background. Next up, we have our block squares. You guys saw them in a whole bunch of different things. Now, it's the actual block squares, and you get 7 little individual dies to go with it. So you have a margarita glass, a music note, a flower, a heart, a coffee cup, music notes, and a butterfly. And these are just the different ways. You can put different colors in there. You can make it solid and draw lines in there. All right, you can leave it completely open and just use it as a background. And the great thing is you can cut off pieces and add them to whatever you're making with it. You can fill the whole entire design with it. Or you can put your favorite characters in it. Fun, right? Or you can use some of the dies that are in it. This is the little coffee cups. I love this. It's just so gorgeous. Okay, fun die. Okay, moving along, we have our wavy border. This is such an elegant die, and you can interpret this die in so many different ways. Dolores went ahead and used it as almost a tablecloth. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. I saw waves. When I saw it, I saw splashy waves with it. She saw a lacy outside to a card. Oops. Isn't that fun? And it's just an overlay. All right. Then, see, Louisiana did this. Look at that. This pops up. And it's the background. It makes a tent card. Isn't that beautiful? And she used 7 layers of this. It's so gorgeous. Right? Okay, then. Next up, we have our spunky flowers. And some lucky winner is going to win this whole entire set as well, just so you know. All right, our spunky flowers is another one of our outline dies. So you can use the die as an outline on its own, okay? Or you can fill it in with different colors of flowers as well. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? All right. And we have our hello flowers. This is a very simple die, but it's very, very effective. Look, you can do the outline and fill it in, of course. And that's what she did here. Outline and fill it in. Or you can do the outline of a couple different colors and attach them, and it comes with the little word hello. And it is separate. All right? Isn't that beautiful? So the hello is completely separate, and the inside parts for the flowers are separate as well. And finally, did somebody say pie? Somebody said pie. I know. I love pie so much. This set makes 3 different pie sets. The great thing is there is a crust, but there is an inside piece as well. So you just literally lay them on top of each other, and you can create whatever kind of pie you want. You want pumpkin pie? There you go. You want apple pie? There you go. Blueberry, lemon, you can do that. Or you can do the whole entire pie in pie plates. And that is what we have here. Oops, gosh darn it. I squished it. So there we have it. Isn't that fantastic? Looks like a little cherry pie. Okay, somebody is going to win a whole set of those. And finally, we are going to get to our veggie lanes. We have 2 brand new veggie lanes this time. One is a tomato and one is a broccoli. Okay, this is the broccoli bungalow. All right. It has a little bell that you can ring and a bird and 2 little stools up there and 3 different layers for your top. There's a little yellow broccoli. There's a pink broccoli. Love that. And a purple broccoli. And I love how she made a frame around this. It looks like a little framed picture. How gorgeous are those? I know, I've said gorgeous like 300 times, haven't I? I'm sorry. And finally, we have the tomato villa. Tomato villa. Yes, a tomato villa. Okay? You can have red tomatoes. You can have yellow tomatoes. You can have yellow or red and purple tomatoes. Or you can have red tomatoes. Look at how much fun this is. And of course, they're all 3D because we have the stamp with the 3D dies. And somebody is going to win both stamps and both sets of 3D dies. Okay. Oh, and just to let you guys know, we have on our website now, we have the foam pop-up squares to use with your mushroom lane and your veggie lane stamps and dies. Whew, that was a lot to get through, a lot in this release. Now, let's get started on this gorgeous, gorgeous kit for June. I'm going to get all my stuff together to show you guys. Now, when you get the kits, it's going to look like this, of course. This kit comes with basic instructions on how to use the outline die, and I'll explain that in a second. Comes with your regular instructions that you normally get and the whole list of Copics that you need. This one comes with a die also. It comes with our star background die, and you will notice that it has a very thin outline on it. Okay, that creates its own challenges when you're cutting, but I'm going to show you how to overcome that. All right, these are the 3 cards. Up close and personal. This one has a belly band that goes with it. Find it ironic that the colors red, white, and blue are the colors of freedom until they're flashing behind you. And this one opens like that. Okay. The next one, let me get this back in here. The next one is a little barbecue Riley. You the man. You the old man. But still, the man. Okay. And leave a little sparkle wherever you go. All right. I'm going to show you how I only cut 3 specialty papers for all 3 of these cards. I made 3 specialty paper cuts. That's it. I know it sounds unbelievable, but it's really true. And I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this, okay? So also in your kit, you have your white papers and you have this gorgeous, gorgeous Echo Park paper pad to go with it. It has got some very beautiful papers in it. Now, in your pack this time, instead of just the cards, you had all 3 cards individually packaged, but you also had a pack of basic papers, okay? So you had red glitter, you had silver, and you had blue and white stars, okay? The easiest way to do this is called the press and seal method. All right, it's really hard to show you when I have a big machine cranking right here in this space. So I'm going to show you what I did afterwards. So it has this piece in it, and that piece. Okay, those are the only 3 that you need to die cut. However, it's much easier if everything stays in one place when you go to put them together. That way you're not hunting everywhere for this star that fits this space and that star that fits this space. Trust me, I know this from experience, okay? Now, I wanted to keep them all in the same spot. So I know that if I take it out of here, it's going to go in a different colored frame at the same place. All right? How do you do that? This is press and seal. Yep. Regular press and seal that you buy at the grocery store to put on your food for the refrigerator. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is just a piece of press and seal that I've cut. One side is sticky and one side isn't. Okay, I'm going to lay the sticky side up. I have just laid my die on top of my red glitter paper. You guys can get this paper, the paper cut. They make the silver mylar paper and the red glitter paper. Now, they're fantastic papers, but they are layered papers. The silver mylar has mylar laid on top of paper, so it's going to be much harder to cut through than a regular lightweight cardstock. It can be done. All you have to do is sandwich it like normal, lay it on your machine. I literally rolled this forward and backwards 5 times. The first time was extremely hard. It was difficult, it felt harder to crank, and I just kept going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards until it was very, very easy, and I knew that way it had cut all the way through. So once I get this done, here's my little sandwich plate. I'm going to turn everything upside down and take these plates off one at a time. Okay, so you'll see there it is upside down. Okay, you guys can see how dirty my cuddle bug plates are. So this is upside down. I'm going to take my piece of press and seal, sticky side down, and I'm going to lay it right on top of here, and I'm going to press. Okay, just going to press it down. All right, when you do that, you can turn it right side up again. You pull it right off of there and get rid of your plate. So now you have this on here. If you have one of these tools, okay, the Tool-in-One by Spellbinders, it's a great tool. What I do is I poke my edges out along the edges. Okay, I don't have to do all of them because it will release itself, but this little brush thing, if you hold this up and you just push down, it's going to take the paper out of your die and push it on the press and seal. All right, then you're just going to go ahead and come through and poke along. All right, and we are just going to lift it up very slowly. And look what we have. Okay, everything is right here. And I know that I won't get the different stars screwed up because they're right where they need to be. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to do that for all 3 of these, okay? I've already done it ahead of time because it takes a little while. These are not super quick cards. They're very easy, but they're not quick. It takes a little bit of patience. So now I'm just going to pull these up. And all I'm going to do is make sure that everything sticks where it needs to stick. Okay? And very slowly, just work my way up. Work my way around. And I'm going to pull the border off of each one of these. If you get to a place where it's kind of stuck and it's not cut all the way through, that's okay. Grab your set of scissors, or you can grab an X-Acto knife and you can continue the cut. Sometimes that happens when you have a cutting machine that you've used for a long time, and there might be spots on your plates that don't cut exactly all the way through. That's okay. X-Acto knives are great too. And so there we have it. A beautiful little outline. And we have everything we need right here with all of my little stars in place and everything right where they should be. Okay? And that's the press and seal method. Pretty simple, huh? Now I'm going to set all my little things aside here, and we are going to lay out these 3. And we're going to make sure, okay, that they're all facing the same way, that one is not upside down from the other. So I usually test that by just seeing if there's little half stars here and half stars here and half stars here, right? Okay, that makes sense. Then you're going to take, there are 3 blank white pieces of paper in your kit. So you're going to take glue, put it on the back of here, and you're going to lay each one of those starting on this edge. Start gluing up there, press down, and I literally walk mine over. Now, the best glue that I have ever found to do this is the Karen Burniston Fine Tip Bottle and the Line Co glue. I literally just go, I don't do the whole thing. I go along the edge, and I just go in and I do little dots. Just like that. Okay, I try to get a little bit of everything, and then I'm just going to lay it down and line it up with this corner to start with and this edge. And once I get those 2 lined up, if I haven't stretched out my paper, it should lay down very easily. Are you going to get glue on your hands? Oh yeah, that's when you know you're crafting, right? Okay. Try not to lay it on your press and seal. They're just going to stick. Okay, and that's what you're going to end up with. And you're going to do that with all of the outlines. Okay. Miraculously, I have them done because I knew you didn't want to sit there and watch me do this over and over and over again. Okay, so we are going to lay them down. Make sure this little star is facing up. Okay. So I'm going to do some of these pieces, and we will just start here. So let's do, I'm going to show you how easy this is, and they all go in the same spot. So we're going to do that star, and this star, and this star down there, and this star right here. And watch this. So I know exactly where it's at, right? So I'm just going to peel it off and put it in there. And then I know that it's this star, and I'm going to put that in there. And then I know it's this star just because of the way they laid out. So it was a little bit of work on the front ends, but it makes it so much easier on the back ends. All right, and we're going to grab this one. Now, if you are doing all of your cards at the same time, All right, you can now come to this one, and we can go ahead and do the exact same stars that we did before. And this time, we're going to use red. Very simply, put that in there. This in here. This in here. Oh, we got 15 minutes. That's good. We have plenty of time. So, and this in here. And the only thing you're going to make sure and do is that, where are my original cards? I don't know what to do with them. Okay, so on the red outline, only the silver and the blue are going to be the stars. So we're not going to put any blue on this one since the outline is blue, right? We're just going to continue with our red and our silver. And then over here, it's going to be red and blue. Oh, let's see. So here, we're going to go ahead and take the silver off of here. And you will understand. So by the time you're done, you can't really mess this up too much because you have to use all of your stars on every one of them, okay? Okay. Now, if you would like to lay these out before you glue them down, that's also very easy to do. And that's what we're going to continue to do after this. So I can show you guys how to do the rest of the cars. We'll finish one so I can show you the cuts. But other than that, I'll just lay them in place and glue them down later. I have several just like that laying around, you know, when I get time kind of thing. They might be there 3 years from now, but yeah, I know, I try. Keep in mind, keep commenting, everybody. Somebody is going to win one of the 4 amazing prizes that we have. So this, we're going to fill in with the red. That's all there is to it. All right. So when I'm done with this, that means that the red that's left over will go on this one in the exact same places that the silver did, because that's all that will be left. The first time I started doing these, I had no idea about the little press and seal, and then my darling Dolores saved my life and showed me what to do. I would literally just tear them all out and put them in a pile and try to find them later. Okay, so here is one done. So we know, right, that all of these silver ones, they go in the same place as the red ones do. So the silver would go here. Okay. And here. All right, and here. Okay, and they're going where the red goes. So here. Down here. And here. All right, if you look on here, there's no more stars left. Okay, so we know that we're done with that color. So we can't put red here, so we're going to come back and grab the blue to fill in, because you're only using 2 colors. Now, in case anybody's wondering, can you use more than 3 colors? Of course you can. I have tried it. I like to use something with texture, something with a pattern, and something glittery. Glitter always makes everything better no matter what you do. Whoop, that goes there. And so I tried a couple different colors of glitter and then a couple different patterns together and a couple different textures. So I had 6 different papers. It just made a mess. It just made it look very messy instead of very classy and pretty. It was just messy. So look at that. Right now we have 2 cards done. Can you believe that? That quick, we have 2 cards done. Now to make this, we just use what's left because there's all going to be different, right? So this one goes there. You just literally go through your pieces and pull off any of the stars that's left. Now this is the same method that you would use with our circles. If you wanted to do that with our circles background, you could do the same thing with the Christmas trees background. It's stunning when you use really gorgeous papers. The exact same thing. It's a way to make cards very easy backgrounds, very simply. So I think all there now. I'm not throwing these backgrounds away because sometimes I miss. So look at this. We're going to take that, of course. Anything that's left, we're putting on here. Okay, so this is left, and it goes here, and that's left over, and that goes there. Just can't hardly miss. It's super easy. Those go like that. Like that. And there. And this one. Okay. And it really does fit. And this one final. So if you just use that method, look at this. You have 3 completely different, now I can throw these away. And you have 3 completely different card bases by just cutting out 3 pieces of paper. Amazing, huh? Right? Okay, this is the only one that I glued down, but I'm going to show you the different ways that I use these. And of course, the pieces are in the kit. Where are we at? 37 minutes. We got plenty of time. All right. So on this particular card, what I did is I took the glued down piece, okay, and I simply cut it to 3 3/4 by 5, and then I laid it on top of the piece that was included, and then on top of the red, and the red went on top of the white. Very simple to put that together. Let's see. The next one, yes, is our easel fold. Okay. So you're basically just going to take your piece of cardstock, fold it in half. This is going to be a long ways fold in half. Okay. Take your cardstock, fold it in half. Then the front you're going to fold in half again. Okay, then your card front is going to attach just to the bottom half, and it will sit up just like that. Okay, if we have time, we'll go back and we will glue those in. But the last one I wanted to show you was a really fun fold that Dolores had done on a card, and it's this one, and I thought it was just brilliant. So if you look at that, you really can't tell that there's a cut. It just looks like a full front, right? But if you take the belly band off, you have this. So to make that card, we're going to go ahead and use the one that I finished, and I've already pre-folded it just a little bit. Okay, so the way that you fold it, I folded over from this edge 1 inch. So it looks, so here was my whole cardstock. I folded this over 1 inch, and I brought this in to match it, and then folded it like that. I did not even measure. Okay, so how I am going to do this, and I am not going to measure. I'm going to show you how to do this. So this front, I am just going to glue like that. Okay, I will tell you, on the silver mirror, you have to get a little towel and wipe it off. But how I'm going to do this, I'm just going to put glue around the outside edge. Everybody's saying, where's the zip dry today? Where's the zip dry today? This actually holds a little quicker than zip dry does, so that's why I'm using it. Now I'm just going to line it up with that edge, okay, and lay it down like that. It will attach right to the back as it should be. Okay. Now here's the trick. I'm going to get you a little cutter. We're going to come in, line it up. I really hope this works. I never use this cutter. It's Dolores's cutter. Okay. Then we're just going to cut it right off. Just like that. And what do I have then? I have the piece. Probably cut my finger. I have the piece that exactly matches up with that. Isn't that crazy? Works perfectly. So we want to lay that down like that. Put a little bit on here. And make sure none of it gets on the other side because we don't want to glue it together. We're going to line it up perfectly. Lay it against there. And then immediately open it up so it doesn't glue together. How fun is that? You have a card that looks like it's one, but that's where it's shaped different. Yeah. So to make your belly band, all you're going to do is lay this way. And you can use this belly band anywhere you want, but we just want to wrap it around. Don't wrap it around too tightly. All right, we are just going to fold it that way. Kind of loosely so it can move in that way. Now we have to glue it down. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. Alrighty. And we're just going to make sure it slides. Slides easy, right? And it does. Okay. Then finally we have our words. All right. Don't forget to keep commenting. We have about 2 minutes left, maybe 2 minutes for you guys to comment to win prizes today. Don't forget we have a brand new release at RileyandCompanyOnline.com. Now I can do this. I can set this here. I can set this up here. I can do it down below. I can do it wherever I choose. So I think I'm just going to go right in the middle. Now, as far as specials go, you guys, there are specials on, I'll line that up just like that. Slide it over just a tiny bit. And glue it right on there to match. Okay, then this will slide up and down. We have specials on, of course, all of the bundles. We have the Funny Bones bundle at 20% off. We have the mushroom lane or the veggie lane. We have the broccoli bundle 20% off. We have the tomato bundle 20% off. All of the cut-ups, we also have a nice bundle on all 6 of those. And we have a bundle on the dress up. It includes the bunny and the Star Wars set. So make sure you grab that. I believe there's a handful of these kits left. Just a handful. Keep in mind, if you want the Mylar papers and the glitter papers, you can get those at the Paper Cut. They have fabulous glitter papers and fabulous Mylar papers. Now what I'm going to do when I'm done is I am just going to go back and I'm going to glue my little stars on, and it will make me 2 more cards. Super, super easy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so glad that you kicked off your show with us, and love you guys to pieces.